I'm with West Hawaii Today. I'm glad to be here today. I covered the state legislature for a number of years before moving to the Big Island. So I'm very aware, Representative Herkes, that you have been working, for example, on this mobile medical van for years.
10 years.
10 years. Well, I wasn't quite there that long myself, but and I know, you know, a lot of people when they hear the word van, they're thinking more like the size of an ambulance or whatnot. Now, I've been in the Kaiser medical van before, and it's almost like a mini doctor's office. Is that what you're looking at and envisioning for the mobile hospital van?
The difference with the Kaiser van is that they have the mammogram unit. So the Kaiser van costs $1.2 million. We don't have that kind of money. We have we've appropriated $350,000 for the van. But you know, there's a lot of vans that were used in Iraq and other areas that might be available to us. And so I know the Kona Hospital is looking for that. But it will be a full-on clinic. A full-on clinic. Now, let's say a school bus goes off the road or a bus goes off the road in South Kona. you take the van down there. It's like a miniature hospital. You stabilize everybody. You get an ambulance to get them out of there and into the nearest appropriate hospital facility or to Honolulu. And I'm so delighted that we're finally going to get it.
So what's your time frame, you think?
They have the money, and they promised me they're looking on buying it. And they have to. I was able to get an agreement with the HMSA Foundation to fund the operation of the van for 2 years. Well, HMSA Foundation is kind of broke, but between HMSA and the HMSA Foundation, they have agreed that they will have a contract with Kona Hospital to fund the operation of the van for 2 years. And after 2 years, I'm sure we'll have a better idea of how valuable that is to schools and to the rural districts.
Well, we're talking about health care, and before I relinquish the microphone, can we talk about hospitals? I know that the publicly funded hospitals have gone through quite a few years of turmoil. There was a point where Kona Hospital was not even paying its bills, and there was in danger of actually having their vendors stop sending them needed medical supplies. Has that situation stabilized?
It was gross mismanagement on the part of HHSC, which has bothered me for years. What we did a few years ago, in order to take some control away from HHSC corporate, is we created the regional boards, and we gave the regional boards a lot of power. But we also said to them, you've got to get your act together. Kona Hospital has, and they've made a lot of improvements. Their payables are down. We know that as a state, we have an obligation to provide a safety net. We know that it's going to cost us money, but we want to make sure that they're operating with some degree of efficiency, and we've certainly moved in that direction. And I would hope with the new CEO and CFO that the corporate board will hire, I hope soon, that I expect to see some big improvements in the operation of our hospitals.
So it's a question of management, and there's still, will there still be money, especially in this down economy, to help? The state still has to help some, right?
We know that we have to financially support basic medical care in the rural areas of this state. We know that. But we need to change our mindset. We had the plantation hospitals. That doesn't work anymore. Like I said before, we need more clinics, more mobile medical vans, better way to get them to facilities like Hilo or Kona Hospital or Honolulu. Thanks, Nancy.
Nancy probably has better questions than I can come up with here, but I'm Dave Cargan with Big Island Video News, and thanks for inviting me here. I'm usually hiding behind the cameras like the people here.
Now you're on camera.
Now here I am somehow, magically. I guess two things come to mind, and one's actually maybe more of a county issue, and one's maybe more of a federal issue, but I'm thinking about water, and I'm thinking about the federal, the disaster relief loans, these loans that have been offered. I guess first of all, the water issue, the issue with the county water spigots, and the considered limiting use of those. I know they're going to formulate a water task force now, and they're not going to go ahead with any kind of bill. But did you have an opinion on that?
I was in the county council when Mayor or council chairman, I think Yamashu, made sure that the spigots were available for free, and that is being paid for by county civil defense. I think we need to I think we need to take a good hard look at the distribution of water systems in Hawaii. I live at the volcano. It's interesting that there's enough water at Keho Ranch right above us that KMC has a water line running right through our subdivision down to KMC, and you would think that the County Department of Water Supply would at least give us a spigot or some access to that line. They could care less, and that's what troubles me. I think there are some 24 independent systems on the state, not even interconnected. All of the resort developments had to develop their own water sources. I think we need to take a good hard look at the overall impact of water distribution on this island. Honolulu Water Supply said, water is man's most important need. Come on. Let's get with it. Let's get water to the people.
The disaster relief
Yes.
loans.
Yes.
I guess we had one for the VOG, and we also had one